Yeah, let's continue. We have 8 majorly recognized recognized currencies of the world. Actually, there are many currencies that are recognized, don't get me wrong, but we have 8 majorly that are recognized. Now, before I go on this, I always tell people that forex is life and we are all forex traders. Whether we like it or not, whether we believe it or not, we are all forex traders. Why did I say that? If you look at the car you are driving, especially my Nigerian people or my people in Africa, even abroad, if you look at it, you have a Mercedes Benz in your house, a Range Rover in your house, you have a Hyundai or Honda. All these cars, Maserati and Co, they are not made in Nigerian cars. You see people driving a Range Rover in Nigeria and they'll be telling you does not know what Forex is. You understand? Forex is that thing that you do, whether consciously or unconsciously. For example, if you buy a Samsung TV, for example, you tender naira to the seller needs to replace the one you bought by buying another from abroad. What will they do? They are going to exchange that naira to a certain currency that is not Nigerian currency, and then will bring those particular products back into Nigeria. What you have done is that you are part of the forex world, but you are not direct like we are. You are like intermediate into what it is in the forex market. So everybody is a forex trader, whether we agree or not. Now let's go back to what we were discussing. The 8 majorly recognized currencies of the world. Number 1, we have the Great Britain pounds. We have the euro. We have the Australian dollar. We have the Switzerland franc. We have the New Zealand dollar. We have the which one is missing now? Australian dollar, New Zealand. We have euro, GBP. Then we have the Japanese yen. Actually, I always want my Japanese yen to be number 8. I know why I always say that. So we have the Japanese yen. We have the euro, the New Zealand, the Australia. No problem. Thank you. So the New Zealand, the USD, the CHF. Yeah, that's written. The Canadian dollar. Yes. Then the USD. Yes. The US dollars. So this is Great Britain pounds for the UK economy. That's the United Kingdom economy. Then we have the euro for the European economy, the Australian dollar for the what? That's AUD for the Australia economy. Then the Swiss franc for Switzerland economy. Then we have the NZD, which is New Zealand dollars for the New Zealand economy. Then Canadian dollar, which is CAD for the Canada economy. Then USD, which is United States dollar, the United States of America economy currency. Then Japanese yen is also another currency that's well. Now, the strongest among them is this. The strongest. This happens to be the weakest. Why this happens to be universally accepted. Maybe later in the future, some currencies can be accepted. But anywhere you tender dollar, people tend to what? To want to collect from you. Now let's go for their nicknames. Let's put it that way. The nicknames. I have Great Britain pounds as sterling. We have the euro. Thank you. We have the euro as fiber. So let's go there. Fiber. In case you are listening to news, maybe on your DSTV channel, your DSTV channel 411 on Bloomberg, that's Bloomberg. You can have all these news being said in their nicknames. So Australian dollar is Aussie. You can see that. Then we have Swiss, just like the name sounds, Swiss. New Zealand dollar is Kiwi. New Zealand dollar is what? New Zealand dollar is Kiwi, KIWI. Then the Canadian dollar is Loonie. New Zealand dollar, then the Canadian dollar, Loonie. Then the USD, we have is at Bok. And then Japanese yen, just like the name, Japanese yen. This one is yen. So it's very simple to have to understand that. So once you are listening to the news or you are reading something online about news trading, that will come up in the future in one of our courses. You should understand their nicknames. That the Great Britain pound stands for sterling, the euro stands for fiber, then the Australian dollar, Aussie, the Swiss franc, Swizzy, then the New Zealand dollar, Kiwi, then the Canadian dollar, Loonie, USD, Bok, then the Japanese yen stands for yen. I think I can clean this off now. Now we are going to combine this particular topic or subtopic with how currencies are paired. How currencies are what? How currencies are paired. So we have the next information for you to be currency pairing. Currency pairing. Currency pairing. It's a currency pairs or currency pairing. E.g., which is an example of that, is the euro against the dollar. The euro against the dollar is an example of a currency pair. There's a lot of currency pair. You know, we have identified them individually. Now, how are they paired? It's not me, it's a nomenclature, it's a fact, it's been done globally by the world professionals in this aspect. You know, this is how it has been, and this is how it will always be. So the euro against the dollar is an example. So we have this, the first part of a pair to be the base currency. Base currency. Why the other part is what we call the counter or quote currency. The counter currency or the quote currency. So this is a pair. So anytime you see any two currency come together, you should know the one written on the left side is the base currency, while the one written after that, the right side rather, is the quote currency or the counter currency. Now let's go for currency pairs. Or before then, currency pairing. Let's go for the characteristics of a currency pair. Characteristics of currency pairs. Number one, we have the base. The base currency is naturally stronger than the quote currency, and that is why it is written first. Number two, on the chart, which is the MetaTrader 4, the MT4, it is the base currency you see. That's number two. Now number three, let me clean this aspect. Number three, or let's say 3A, when you buy a currency pair, it is the base currency you are buying. the base currency they are buying. So let me give you an example of that. E.g., let's say euro against dollar. If I buy euro against dollar now, it means I'm actually buying. What this statement means that when I buy a currency pair, I buy a pair, I click on buy a currency pair right now. So it means I'm actually buying the base. I'm buying the base. I'm buying base. And what's the base? That's the euro, according to this example. And simultaneously, I'm selling the quote currency. And what's the quote? The dollar, according to this example. That's the meaning. Worry yourself less about every other thing happening. Don't say how, why. It's not your concern. You just follow the reading, follow the information, and then you are going to be a forex trader in no time. Now, 3B says when you sell a currency pair, it means you are selling the base currency as well. So it's the same thing. So example, if I say sell euro USD, it actually means I'm selling euro, which is what? The base currency, and I'm buying, just like we explained here, I'm buying the counter currency, which is the USD. It's as simple as that. So we are going to be understanding this. I want you to read this, go through it, digest it. Then we'll continue in the next module, the next topic. Thank you very much.